Live from the ballpark at Omaha, MLB The Show brings you Game 1 of the College Baseball Championship. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores going up against the UCLA Bruins. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, today one of college baseball's brightest stars looks to spring up draft boards at his team's quest for a national championship.
Yeah, Boog, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he handles it. What an amazing opportunity in a high-stakes setting. Biggest week of his young career.
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
These players have got to be pumped, Boog. I know I am.
No doubt, Singy, the massive crowd here, a national audience watching at home. Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end. One down. And now Leonardo Mays. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, the tag, and they cut it. That one lifted to left. Gallo under it. And there's one down.
Well, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's the second baseman, Reynaldo Cannon. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw. Wide throw, and it gets away. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. The tag, and he's out. It's pretty cool. He joined the team as lined, and that's a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So two down. Here's the third baseman, Bradley Boyle. And that one is lifted in the air. Edwards turns to the right on the move. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Luther makes the grab, one down. Fastball right back to the mound. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Branch whips it to first on the run, and that'll do it. They get the victory. What a way to start their journey here in Omaha. Edwards with a quality performance in this one, Singy.
Yeah, solid effort out there.
championship. It's the Tennessee Volunteers going up against the UCLA Bruins. Into center. Edwards flying after this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much...
In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in. And there's two away. Nicholas Allen. And a base hit up the middle. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He went up there and got it.
Headed towards the corner. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. Two.
Much respect for that choice.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. And the in is the switch inning outfielder, Nicholas Allen. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line
towards first. And that wraps it up. Tough loss here in Omaha, but they'll get another chance tomorrow. Edwards with a quality performance in this one, Singy. In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. And one down, base is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ullman, the 1-0. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit, one run is in. A second scores as well, and they lead by two.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible time.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Fires to the plate. Save. All tied again.
Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings through it in. And that one lifted in the air center field. Edwards has this one sized up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him. but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Edwards stands in here, takes ball one low.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
That misses the zone, and that's ball two.
It's been tough fooling these hitters, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Ullman brings it in. One away. Now the number 2 hitter, Chase Ullman. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Edwards pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Paulo now at the plate. Ornelas is just 1 strike away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. And that's the ball game. They get the victory and move on to the national championship game. What a run for this team. Edwards with a quality performance in this one, Singy.
He certainly got the job done.
Hello and welcome to the ballpark at Omaha. This is the college championship game. It's the UCLA Bruins going up against the LSU Tigers. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And Siggy, today we get to witness this elite college prospect try and bring home a national championship for his school.
Yeah, Boog, most important game of his young career. So much on the line in this one. Can't wait to see how he performs with the baseball world watching.
Shawn Edwards at the plate now for the Bruins. That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. The relay in there. He's safe. And they lead by 4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Bottom of the first. Here's the center fielder, Dallas Vasquez. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. The relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice. And he did it perfectly.
Out to center. Edwards right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1 down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Shawn Edwards. He really has what teams are looking for. Some scouts have projected him as a first-rounder in the upcoming draft, Singy.
Yeah, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think we could be looking at a future MLB All-Star here. He's got the skill set to be an elite player in the pros.
Here comes the 0-1. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball.
tell you what, I hope there's some kids at home right now being inspired by these players who are not much older than them, competing at the very high.
Singh. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Now it's the shortstop, Ken Zavala. Shipley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Oh, he's safe.
And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
The tying run at the plate. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edwards settles under this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. And he... In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard. So up next, Beckett, Singh. Ornelas is just 1 strike away. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Howard in position, and that's it. They're national champions. A perfect ending to an incredible season.
What a performance on the biggest stage, providing the offensive spark they needed to take home the national.
With the 27th pick of the 2nd round, the Miami Marlins select Shawn Edwards, a center fielder from the West Indies.
Okay, so another college player taken off the board here in the early rounds of this draft. It's another player who was drafted out of high school, went to school, had a strong but not outstanding college career, Harold.
Back now on MLB Network from Studio 21 with Carlos Pena. I'm Robert Flores. A new top 100 prospect rankings has been released, and of course, there are some exciting new names to get to know. Carlos, what does being included on this exclusive list mean to these players?
Well, it's a huge honor, first of all. However, there are other things you have to deal with, like the hype and the pressure. So you have to be very, very, very focused on what you're doing.
A tremendous achievement for this prospect in the lineup to make his professional debut in this one. Always a special moment to witness. It's the Biloxi Shuckers taking on the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Shawn Edwards. Edwards goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting cleanup, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. Line drive for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. First double-A hit, done and done. Liner to center. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. 1 out and runners at first and second. Shawn Edwards will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 0-1. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead, 1-0. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. This one is labeled. That's a base hit, and that'll kick off the base of the wall. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. He's put together a really excellent. Line drive to center. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. 1 down. And now the center fielder, Shawn Edwards. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Yeah! 0-1.
The 0-1 from the lefty. This one to right. That will drop foul. Still just 1 out here in the inning. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. Oh-2, rocks and fires. Line drive. Dives, but can't make the catch. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. That one misses.
Ball 3-0.
And there's ball 4. That 2-out walk can be a real lift for the offense. The runner gets to take a big secondary lead, so a well-placed ball into the outfield has a better chance of scoring a run. The Shuckers with plenty of ground to make up here in the top of the 9th. Popped up. Settles under it. gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Edwards, with a terrific day at the plate in his professional debut. He looked comfortable in the box, which isn't a given for players just starting their career in the pros. Some really nice poise, and we'll see how he carries that forward.